Hello again. So today I want to look into, I guess we'll look into hotspots. That's what it was. So we want to look into hotspots. If you look over here, it says hotspot with a little finger touching circle. So on this page I have created, I'm setting up my brightness page. So I can set up my brightness. By default it's at 85%. So I want to be able to increase it or decrease it. And so this is my brightness page. So what I wanted to show is the hotspots itself. We're going to talk about hotspots for a little bit here. So if you notice, this is a hotspot, that's a hotspot, that's a hotspot, that's a hotspot. A hotspot is where you can put your finger. It's kind of like a button, just not in that aspect. The only thing that's kind of missing is, well, the thing is it's clear. It's already cropped to the image for one, and you don't have to set that up. So it makes it a little bit easier. It's kind of the same thing as a button though. So what we're doing here is I'm setting up a hotspot, and here, let me show you. So if you were to touch the minus, it decreases my percentage here, and plus increases percentage. Here's the keypad. Well, here, let me show you how it looks like. Might be a little easier that way. I'm still working on my options page. I'm still trying to find time on that aspect of it. So this is my brightness page. So you can go up. I've shown how to do that in the on our previous videos, to where you can increase it, and this one's decrease, and we'll go down, and this is my percentage here. And if you click enter, well, it'll enter it, of course, but no, I don't have that one set up. And then if you click anywhere else, it'll just go back to the previous page. So and then if you go to the keypad, I have shown on the previous video for the keypad on how to set this up. You go to 333 again. I even changed the brightness on top, click enter, and it'll, maximum percentage is 100%. So if you go anything higher than 100%, I'd set it up to where it just only shows 100%. It won't do 333. So let's look in a couple of programming here. So for one, I wanted to show is the number pad. On the number pad, let's see if I can show here. Where is it? On the number pad. Okay, so if you go to the attributes, on the right, there's a little down. It gives you everything that's on that number pad. Because on this number pad on the screen here, I can't touch the pad itself because it's full of buttons on there. So right here you can click on the attribute, and it'll give you what you need for the buttons itself. But on this aspect, I wanted to do something different. On the previous video I showed how you can add a clear screen to it, but sometimes it won't work. So why don't we do it when it'll clear itself right when you go to this screen. So with that clear, you can cut it and then paste it here. And so whenever you come to the screen here, you won't have the previous numbers from a previous programming. It'll just clear the screen like a fresh screen, start from 0. So that's one way in updating this part of the programming itself. So let's look into, where is it? Here it is, the brightness. So let's look into the programming itself, like the keypad, for example. On the keypad, it's same as the previous programming, but I added a number 3 to it, and then I changed the text to the brightness. On the previous programming, on the previous video, the next line was a clear screen. For some odd reason, it didn't take it on this. It didn't take it here. So to make it a little easier on space saving and less programming, we just added it onto the page itself, as I had shown previously. So that's to go to the keypad itself. I need to add it again to these two, and then to the enter button. Well, that's just going to go to enter would be to the previous page, page 1. The this touchpad here, all it is just a simple button programming page 1. So if you select here or here, I don't have. Yeah, I do have it programmed. Or here or here, it'll just go to page 1. But if you notice, it really doesn't clear. It doesn't really get all of it. You would have to make a smaller square just to get off this little pieces here. But I didn't want to do that because it didn't bother me just to have that there. And that's pretty much it. So this was a simple video. If you don't remember how to do the plus one, here it is again. I have shown that on the previous video. But other than that, this is just a simple look at the hotspot part of the programming itself. And you have a wonderful day.